Bungie pulls off something they've really never done in Season of the Seraph, and they do it so well and in such a meaningful way that it's really a shame that this is the first time. What they've done here is wrap up a storyline that they have had in the making for almost a decade, and oh boy, do they stick that landing. Season of the Seraph picks up where Plunder left off. Osiris has just woken up, but still retains some sort of link with Savathun and access to some of her memories, and in those he sees a city on Neptune, hidden away. A city our scouts are completely incapable of finding. And so he turns to the only one he thinks might know more, Rasputin. Except Rasputin isn't online. He hasn't been since Season of Arrivals, where Anna Bray uploaded whatever she could salvage of him into an engram before the Black Fleet took Mars. And she spent the last 2 years trying to fix Rasputin, get him into the experimental exoframe she took with her, but no luck. Now with Osiris at her side, she turns to the last person she would ever want to ask for help. Her grandfather, Clovis Bray. When we arrive at Clovis Bray's facility, it is under attack. We protect Clovis from Xivu Arath's Wrathborn army, and he agrees to help us, so we connect him to the exoframe in the helm, and we get to work. The loop this season is us going to different warsat facilities to collect submines, and using those submines to put Rasputin back together. And at least for the first few weeks we followed this plan that Clovis set out, but Anna thinks of a possible shortcut. Centuries ago, Rasputin made basically a copy of himself and uploaded it into an exo, because the best way for him to learn was to be able to go out there and experience things. That exo died in the collapse, and was eventually resurrected as the Guardian Fellwinter, which Rasputin wasn't the biggest fan of. To the point where Rasputin did everything in his power to kill Fellwinter, but we'll talk about that a different time. Basically, the new plan is there should be enough data about Rasputin in Fellwinter's ghost to recreate him without going through all this submine bullshit, and that works, and Rasputin is able to warn us of Clovis's true intention. It was revealed that Clovis always intended Rasputin to be a replacement for the Traveler, not a protector of humanity. And before the collapse, he was supposed to shoot down the Traveler, but thanks to Anna and her teachings of literature and culture and humanity, he locked Clovis out. And Clovis's new plan was to use these submines to make he himself the machine god, upload himself into the Warsat network. And with that knowledge, we upload Rasputin into the exoframe, kicking Clovis out and back to Europa. And the Rasputin we have now, he's not the original Warmind. He now has Fellwinter's memories, and he sees his former self as the tyrant we all knew him to be. He shares his regret of abandoning humanity during the collapse in their time of need. And then, the finale. First off, just go watch the finale cutscene. I will not be able to do it justice here. It is Bungie's probably best season finale they've ever done. I'll link the cutscene down below. But basically, Aramis believes the Traveler will abandon us like it did the Elixni, and she wants to use the Warsat protocol to shoot it down to stop that from happening. And Xivu Arath wants the Warsats to go off because she is the god of war. She gets her power from violence in general, no matter who's doing it. So the Warsat network needs to be taken down, and Rasputin says the only way to do that is to upload him into it so he can self-destruct. So we fight our way through Seraph Station, upload Rasputin just in time. The whole last city watches as the Traveler seemingly attempts to leave. It leaves the city where it's been for hundreds of years, the entire 7 years we've played Destiny. And it sits in Earth's orbit, where Aramis points the Warsats directly at it. But just in time, Rasputin sacrifices himself and takes it all down, proving that he is more than a weapon. He is a protector of humanity, a guardian. And the Traveler stays, and Aramis is pissed. Why isn't the Traveler leaving us like it left her? And then we see the Pyramid Fleet. The Witness is here. Honestly, a beautiful way to end the season in year 5 of Destiny 2 in general. Paying off this storyline that's been in the making since we reactivated Rasputin in the very first Destiny game, and this ending got me more hyped than pretty much anything else they've put out for Lightfall. I know there are fan theories that in sacrificing himself, Rasputin fulfilled the requirements for becoming a Guardian himself, but even if that never happens, I think this is a great conclusion to Rasputin's arc. Just a couple quick other things about the season since that narrative took up a lot of time. The weapons are pretty good. Love the reissued Ikelos weapons, obviously the SMG with Volt Shot, and then the actual seasonal weapons. That machine gun with volatile rounds was really fun before they nerfed it. I liked Heist Battlegrounds, and I think the level cap made it more engaging than any other seasonal activity. I think this season I actually improved as a player because of all those different difficulty caps. And Spire the Watcher kicked ass. I think it was a really cool theme. The mechanics were simple, but I don't think every dungeon needs to be extremely complex. It can just be fun to run, and now that the boss fights don't take 6 goddamn phases, it's just a lot more enjoyable. And the armor from this one is way cooler than Duality gave us. Iron Banner this season, though, That was a fucking rough one. The Fortress game mode really needs some work, but that might be more of an ability issue than the actual game mode itself. And with the skill-based matchmaking and the terrible lag, it just was not worth it. Although the shader team kicked it up a notch this season. We got that cool chainmail shader from Iron Banner, but also that sinking feeling shader with the electric pulsing. Dope. All in all, one of Destiny's best seasons. Truly unforgettable with long-time payoff for fans of the series. Just a beautiful, beautiful season. And that's your recap. Like, comment, sub down below. Peace.